In this lesson, we are going to look at the basic operations of a computer. So what does a computer system do? The computer will accept a program through the input unit and store them in the memory. The program is the sequence of instructions which tells the system what task has to be performed. And if the program requires permanent storage, it will be stored in the secondary memory, which is non-volatile, and it will be brought into the primary memory or the RAM when it has to be executed. From the primary memory, the instructions and data will be fetched into the processor and executed. If the results have to be displayed to the outside world, that would be done through the output devices, and all these activities and the data transfer will be controlled by the control unit, which will send timing signals and provide synchronization between the units. So this is the basic components which are inside a processor. As you can see, we have the register file. So there are a number of registers available over here. These registers are high-speed elements which provide the local storage within the processor. And you can see that there are n registers over here which have been named from R0 to Rn-1. There is an arithmetic and logic unit where all the arithmetic and logic operations will take place. And there is the control unit which is managing all the operations in this system. This register over here, you see PC, refers to a program counter. So this PC is the program counter which holds the address of the next instruction that has to be executed. Suppose if I have brought my program over here in the memory, and the next instruction that has to be executed is at address 2000. Now all these instructions are in machine language form. Okay, I'm assuming that the word length over here, for this machine is 32 bits or 4 bytes. I'm assuming that this is a byte addressable memory. So that means each byte is having an address. I'm also assuming that each instruction requires one word to store, and one word is 4 bytes. So each instruction over here is requiring one word or 4 bytes to store. So if the first instruction is at address 2000, the next instruction would be at address 2004, because each byte is having an address and there are 4 bytes in a word. So the address of the next instruction that has to be executed will be put into the program counter. So 2000 will be stored here. There is another register which is the memory address register. This is the memory address register, and this register always holds the address of the memory location that has to be addressed, that has to be accessed. So the program counter will pass this address 2000 to the memory address register MAR. At the same time, the program counter will increment to point to the next instruction, and if the next instruction is at 2004, this will become 2004. See, if the word length was 2 bytes and if the instruction was requiring one word, then this PC would have incremented to 2002. Now this MAR holds 2000. This will be passed on to the address bus. This address bus carries the address from the processor to the memory. This particular location 2000 will be accessed. Whatever was here, all these bits, this whole word will be transferred from the memory to the processor via the data bus. Now you can see that the address bus is unidirectional because it can carry this address information only from the processor to the memory. The data bus, you see, is bidirectional because the data can transfer from the processor to the memory and from the memory to the processor also. So this is bidirectional in nature. So whatever was at address 2000, this instruction has come. This is the data bus over here. So this has come via the data bus into a register which is the MDR. This is called the memory data register. This register is the memory data register. If something has been brought from the memory to the processor, it will come into the MDR. If the processor has to send some data to the memory, it will be first sent to the MDR and then to the memory. And this transfer of data always takes place through the data bus. So the address 2000 has been sent to the memory. The instruction is fetched over the data bus into MDR, from where it is sent to a register which is called the instruction register. It is sent to the instruction register. This also has a this is attached to a decoder where the decoder is part of this instruction register. It could be either way, where this instruction will be decoded, and depending upon the instruction, so if it is an add instruction or it is a subtract instruction, that operation will take place in the arithmetic logic unit. And the operands that are required to be operated upon, so whether that data is available in these registers or whether that data is available in this memory, that data will be taken to the arithmetic and logic unit, and where that instruction will be executed, and the result will be stored either in these registers or it will be stored in some memory location in the memory, and that will finish the execution of the instruction. All these operations are taken care of, are controlled by the control unit, and these control signals are sent via the control bus. So I hope you have understood the basic operations and the interactions between a processor and a memory.